will the next 50 years look like for Zilker Park? That's what the city of Austin is trying to plan. Today was the final community meeting on the park's vision plan. KXAN's Mercedes Hernandez spoke with locals who say they're worried what's been drafted so far is just too much of a change and that Zilker Park will one day be unrecognizable.
A bustling, crowded Zilker Park inspected lots of maps and shared some mixed emotions.
Some of the areas could use some improvement or whatever, but not. It's like it's churning it into a whole new concept.
Kevin French was at the final community meeting for Zilker Park's vision plan. Plans for how the park could look over the next half century were laid out, like adding a land bridge to connect the north and south sides of the park and restoring a landfill on the west side of Mopac into woodland. Locals also gave feedback to park designers.
And one of the things that we heard was most challenging about enjoyment of Zilker Park was getting there.
One proposal getting lots of feedback is about potential changes to Barton Springs Road.
Our plan is proposing putting it to one lane in each direction of traffic, having parallel parking on each side, adding in protected bike lanes on each side, and then building in a 12-foot shared use path.
It's like, why throw a bottleneck into something that's already congested?
Other attendees told us ideas like building parking garages will just change the park too much.
You know, the goals, as I understand it, is for the park to be public, to be natural, to be a place for people to play and be safe. And I don't see that in any of these plans.
The deadline for public input will be here soon. After that, designers will make necessary changes.
The next park spawn would be 2024, but we're feeling really good that there are some things that may move forward ahead of that.
In Austin, Mercedes Hernandez, KXAN News.
And the deadline for public input on the park is January the 8th. Find out how to share your thoughts on the current vision plan and see the full proposal on KXAN.com. Going in depth now, Andrew Jackson Zilker started donating parcels of land to create the park in 1917. Through the New Deal in the 1930s, the park saw a number of improvements, and in 1997, Zilker Metropolitan Park was officially added to the National Register of Historic Places. We have more on the proposed changes in this new vision at KXAN.com.